Here we have the 2010 application for the new home or first-time home buyer credit. It's Form 3549A. We've all been anticipating this. So when you're about ready to fill it out for either the new home credit or first-time buyer credit, make sure you're checking the right box because the seller might be doing this. When you click on it, it's going to say, well, you can't save it, so you better print this and close before you close. All right, the seller's going to fill out the remaining information, or escrow might. Obviously, you're going to need the address of the property being sold, the parcel number, the city, the state, the zip code, and, of course, the county. So this might be best to be filled out by escrow. The seller, if the seller is just a general person, standard sale, John Doe, he does not need to put in a California corporation number. Since he's not an LLC, he will not be putting in an SOS file number. So this seller will be putting in their social security number. Again, escrow will probably get this information for you. Make sure they have their address, whether it's something of the same or it's a different address. Okay. And since this, make sure the zip code's in there and all that good stuff. All right. Since we are a first-time buyer, we are not going to fill out Part 4, which is for the new home credit only. So make sure you do not need a seller's signature here. So let's go, buyer. Let's go down to Part 5. Again, escrow is going to have this information for you. Escrow number, date escrow close, which better be after May 1st, 2010. Here's your escrow company's name, the contact person, and, of course, their phone number. Number 3 is a total purchase price. In this case, it's going to be $250,000. All right. Now, make sure on number 4 that all buyers will be living in the home as their primary residence. And do all buyers qualify as first-time home buyers? So we're going to click yes in this particular case. So that makes us go on to number 5. Enter 5% of the total purchase price. In this case, 5% would be around $12,500, but since $10,000 is the highest you can get, we're going to put $10,000 because that's less. And since we clicked yes on 4, we'll skip 6 and 7, and we'll go right to Part 6, which is our buyer's qualifications. Now, there's quite a bit of them there, so make sure you read through all of those items to make sure that you qualify as a first-time home buyer. I'm not going to go through all of these, but there are several criteria that you need to follow here. Okay. Now, buyer number 1. In this case, let's say it's a married couple. And married or registered domestic partners, RDP, are considered to be one buyer. If you're married, you're going to enter the combined percentage in the buyer's ownership percentage field, which we'll get to in a moment. So obviously first name, last name, social security number. You're going to want to click first-time buyer, and they're going to certify that and certify that your spouse hasn't had any ownership in the last 3 years either. So that makes you both qualified to be first-time buyers and to receive this particular credit. As you can see down here, the buyer's ownership percentage is 100% since it's a married couple. Their individual credit will be a total of $10,000 in this case, or at least that's what they could be eligible for. All right, put their information there, telephone number, and then they're going to sign. Both buyers are going to sign. The buyer and the buyer's spouse, all right, are going to sign. Now, if you had a different situation where you have another buyer that's not going to live in the home, but they do qualify, this is where you would put them, and of course you'd change a little bit of that ownership percentage in the previous question. Okay, and then of course sign and date and all that. Now, once you've got this completed, you're going to have side 1 and side 2 along with the HUD-1 or final settlement statement faxed to that number. No other number will be recognized. That's it.